Today I will be showing you how to make a 5-petal flower with knitted puffy elements in the center. For work you need a ball of yarn, a pair of knitting needles, a tapestry needle, and a crochet hook to work the center. Begin the work by casting on 9 stitches. Do it using the cable cast on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and the last one, 9. Work the first row. Knit the first H stitch on the beginning. Then knit 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and purl the last H stitch. Turn work row 2 wrong side. Slip the first stitch purlwise and purl each stitch across the row. And the last stitch. Turn row 3 right side. Slip the H stitch on the beginning. Then knit till the last stitch. And purl the last stitch. Turn row 4 wrong side, slip the first stitch and purl each stitch across. Now turn, work row 5 right side. Slip the H stitch on the beginning and purl each stitch across the row. And purl the last stitch. Turn row 6 wrong side, slip 1 and knit each stitch till you reach the last one. And purl the last stitch to complete the row. Turn row 7 right side, slip the first stitch, then knit each stitch till the last one. And purl the last stitch. Turn row 8, slip 1 and purl each stitch across. Turn to the right, work row 9, slip the first stitch, then knit each stitch till the last one, and purl the last H stitch. Turn, work the last row, row 10, slip 1 and purl till the end. To complete the first petal, on the right bind off all the stitches by knitting 2 together. Now bring this last loop to the main needle to begin the next petal. Here is our first petal. To make 5-petal flower, continue and knit 4 more the exact same petals. For the second petal, cast on 8 more stitches to have 9 stitches to begin the petal. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now continue and work following the same instructions. First row, knit the H stitch on the beginning, then knit H stitch till you reach the last one, and purl the last H stitch. Turn, work row 2, slip 1, and purl H stitch across the row. I began knitting the second petal. Continue work the same as we did the first one. Keep working until you have 5 petals made. I'm about to complete the last 5th petal. I need to bind off the stitches. Do it on the right by knitting 2 together. The petals are ready. There are 5 of them. Now let's continue and knit the center. In the center of this flower, next to each petal, I'm going to knit a puffy element. Do not cut off the yarn. Continue working with the same yarn. Here on the needle I have 1 loop. Hold this loop and with the needle go through each H stitch of this first petal and pull up a loop through. Do the same through each of next stitch of the first petal. And go through the last stitch. Now we've cast on 5 more stitches. There are 6 stitches on the needle. Continue, knit all these 6 stitches together. For this, I'm going to use a crochet hook. Insert the hook through all these stitches. Then take the working yarn and pull it through. Now we have 1 loop. To begin a puffy element that will be next to the first petal, we need to increase this 1 stitch to 5 stitches. For this, knit into the front leg of a stitch. Do not drop off this stitch. Do yarn over and knit the same stitch again. Then repeat. Yarn over and knit the same stitch for the last time. Now drop off the stitch on the main needle. From 1 stitch we've made 5. Now continue working 5 rows of stockinette. Row 2, slip the H stitch purlwise, then purl 3, 1, 2, and 3, and purl the H stitch on the end. Turn row 3, right side. Slip 1, then knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and purl 1. Turn row 4, wrong side. Slip 1 and purl 4, 2, 3, and the last one. Turn row 5, right side. Slip 1, then knit 3, 1, 2, 3, and purl the last stitch. And the last row, row 6, slip 1 and purl 4. Now turn to the right and knit all 5 stitches together. Insert the needle through 5 stitches and knit them together. Now we have 1 loop. To complete this puffy element, continue with a crochet hook. Fold this knitted oval in half like this. Then insert the hook through the next H stitch, which is the first H stitch of the next petal. Take the working yarn and pull it through. Do the same through in each of next H stitch of the second petal. We're casting on the stitches for the second puffy element, which will be next to the second petal. Now we have 7 stitches on the hook, 6 cast on stitches, here they are, and 1 from the first puffy element. Now work yarn over and pull through all loops on the hook, like this. And now begin knitting the next oval element. Work the same as we did the first one. Put this loop on the needle and increase this 1 stitch to 5 stitches. Knit into the front leg of a stitch, then yarn over, knit into the stitch again, repeat, yarn over, and knit the same stitch 1 more time. Here we've got 5 stitches. Now continue with 6 rows of stockinette. Keep working, make the exact same puffy element next to each petal. Here I completed the last puff. There are 5 of them, 1 on the bottom of each petal. Now cut off the yarn, leaving a tail like 20 centimeters long. Thread the tail into the yarn needle and continue working with the needle to form a flower. First, go through this last loop to secure the end. And to fold this last oval, go through the last H stitch of the last petal, like this. Then with the needle go through an H stitch that we worked to cast on the stitches for the center elements, and pass the yarn through these stitches, tightening the center in this way. Work all the way till the other end. Once you're done, join the last and the first petals together, but before joining them, pull this yarn tail very well, tightening the center. And here I just need to make some stitches to complete my flower. The 5-petal flower is ready. In this tutorial, I made this cute 3D 5-petal flower. In the center, there are knitted puffy elements, one next to each petal. Thank you so much for watching, and please click the subscribe button to see more interesting projects to crochet and knit.